And hello, welcome to my version of an honest review of the A50 Wireless Headset by Astro. Now, I'm going to start this off by saying I'm not happy with it. I'm having an issue with something that should not be an issue for it. So this is not going to be your good review that you see online with everybody saying, "Oh, this is the best headset. You guys should get it. This is a good quality." I don't even know how the quality of the headset is. Why? Because I'm having an issue with its charging. As you can see, it's at 0% up at the top. I bought this headset May 11th and put it on its charger on the 12th around 2 p.m. It is now, at the time of doing this, 4:39 p.m. on the 13th. More than 24 hours later, the laptop's been on the entire time. Most people say it takes 5 hours for this thing to give its first full charge, which it said in the thing. It says, before using, give it a full charge. I was said, okay, no problem. I'll put it on the charger and do it. Now, I'm going to move this headset, and you're going to see it's going to go away. So you get the base, and you see there's a little, I'm going to make my screen a little bigger, real quick, and we'll get rid of that. So you see this little light right here. This says it's on PC mode. This says it's in Xbox mode. It'll turn red. We'll put it back to the green. It's a little lightning bolt. There's supposed to be a battery symbol right here that says how much your battery is, and there's a Adobe light in between it. Now, problem one that I have with these headsets is if you put it on the base. Actually, let's make sure the headset's proper. Sorry, I forgot to turn it around. My bad. Put it on the base and drop it. Microphone's on this side. This should be blinking because I just dropped it. I mean, it has a magnet pulling it down. It should pull it right into a spot. But no, you have to do this and finagle it a little bit and try to get it. Maybe. See how, I mean, see how much of a pain in the butt this is? This is a $300 piece of equipment. It should not be like this. But, well, try to get it in there, and the light should be blinking when... There it is. Now it's charging. Look at that. I have to push this apart to get it to charge, and it doesn't stay charged all the time. See, I just lifted my hand. Nope. Put it back. Push it apart. Set it. It's level. Well, ish. There we go. Boom. Now it's staying on. Okay. And you'll see here in a couple seconds, it will register and say, hey, we're hooked up. Give it a couple seconds. Boom. It's hooked up. So it is registering. It's registering the product. It's just not charging. Now, let's go back to this. We don't need that just yet because of the fact that it's not hooked up. So on it, you have your power button right here. As you can see, it's put into the on position. I had it in the on position for about 7 hours of it. I had it in the on position for a few hours of it. As you can see, there's no light here, so it's not. There's no charge. It's dead. There's no charge. I don't know what to do. So I looked online and said, well, if you're having power issues, you should press the Adobe button, which is your surround sound, and your gain button, and hold that down until the little lightning bolt there disappears. I held it down for 1:15. Nothing. Okay, nothing. It didn't disappear. It just stayed there. Problem with that is this headset has no charge. So a reboot's not going to work. They said also online, take your USB and plug it in to the headset to charge it that way. One, there's no charge. Let's make sure it's on. Yep, it's on. So there's no charge reaching the USB headset whatsoever. Because this should turn red saying, hey, at least there's something. Because on the Logitech headset that I currently have, I'm trying to replace it because it fell. And every now and then it messes up. I've had this for 2.5, almost 3 years now. Got this in a day. Took me a while to decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to spend $300 on a headset because people said it was one of the best out there except for the microphone. I don't really care too much about the microphone as much as I do the quality of play. I can work around that with settings in my computer because I stream on laptop. Yeah, I have a $300 paperweight. That's pretty much it right now. And right now I'm trying to hook it back up. I've tried almost everything for it to get it to work. It's not working. So this right here, I'm about to go back to that right there. This is now turning into me saying, don't do that. Rather than spend $300 for this right here, spend the $160 for this. Works pretty well. I put a little thing in to them saying, hey, I got a power issue at 2 a.m. last night. More than 12 hours later, nothing. No comments, nothing. I only got 18 people looking at it. Now, granted, it is Saturday or Sunday, depending on where Astro is located. I'm trying to get this hooked back up so I can see. This is what I also mean by how much it sucks to get it hooked back in, because I also want to talk about the command center real quick. Give me a second. See, this is a $300 piece of equipment. It should not be this difficult. I should be able to just drop it in to its set and it automatically start charging or hook in. Like, it should not be that difficult for this thing to automatically get into its charger and hook in. It's got a magnet base, which means the magnet should be pulling it into its location. And I mean, look at this. I mean, I'm spending time versus actually talking about the product, trying to get it finagled so the power ports and the connection to it reach it. Give me a second to try to get this situated. Come on. You gonna read it? There we go. I'll just keep my hand here. Maybe I can move my hand. Nope. Got to keep my hand there. Okay. I'll keep my hand there the rest of this time, because the only way to make sure that it does it is my hand has to push it away from its spot and down. Okay, so the command center. Command center is a pretty sweet thing. I will give you guys that. You guys did some really good work on this. You have your little equalizer sets. I can adjust the equalizer there. I can't hear how the headset is though, because that doesn't work. I can sync what I do to the device. I can clear the channels. I can do different noise gates, which is really cool. I can do all that. I can adjust the mic and the side tones and the equalizer. I can even change how it's set up for my streaming stuff. Like, do I want the game higher? Do I want the chat higher? Do I want my microphone higher or lower? I can even go into the settings and just say, okay, I want more of a game and less of voice, or less of voice, or more of a voice, less of game. I can change the alert audio stuff. As you can see, still I got 0% up there for charge. I can change all that. What I don't like about this setup is there is no button or anything for a reboot the headset. There should be. If it's registering the headset in this, there should be something that says reboot headset in there. We're gonna move my hand and it's done. There should be something. That way you don't have to hold down Dolby and the game button for a minute, or supposed to be 15 seconds, but I held it down for a minute and 15 just to make sure that it was actually going to work. Because I tried the 15 seconds, it didn't work. But still can't believe I'm trying to finagle this and get it to work. So, as you can see, I'm still having trouble trying to figure out how to get this thing to actually read itself, and I ended up, like I said, with the $300 paperweight. I'm done with it. Now, what I'm probably going to do is take this back to Best Buy and get that instead. I may give it one more shot because I think they have a couple more there that I could probably try to just see about switching it out since it's not working. See about doing that if I'm allowed, or just take a refund out of it and get this. This right here has worked for a long time. The only reason why I'm trying to get a new one is because this one's getting old. And I wanted what was supposed to be a really good quality headset. But I got a bad quality paperweight. I'm going to put something inside to try to make it hold on to it. No, that don't work either. There we go. Got something in there to push the headset apart from itself just a little bit so that it will hopefully read. But yeah, I would love to give this a great review. I would love to say this was the best quality headset out there, just like all these other people that I happen to do. I did some research on it, and I was trying to get a good headset. What I failed to listen to was, if you look on their forums and you look online, you see power issue, 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 all over the place. Like if I go to their forum right now, which one was on the forum on? I go to the forum right now, and I look at it, I see power issue, unsupport device, mic echoes, power issue, sound card, power issue, mine, power issue, mic not working Discord, power issue, no PC sound, mic problems, power. See, there's so many freaking power issues with this. And with a $300 piece of equipment, you should not be having this problem. You should not be. There should be no problem with power. That's the number one thing that should work. That way, if anything else, something else is in there, okay, fine, we can try to work it out and fix it. But your battery, if your battery's screwed, I mean, look what happened to the Galaxy Note. Their battery's screwed, so they just scrapped the entire line. With that right there, I'm thinking you probably should look at doing the same thing. This is my honest review of your product as of right now. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I will try to keep people up to date, whether or not I go and get another one and try it out and see if it works. Because, like I said, everybody says this is a really good headset, really sweet. The microphone's not too great, but otherwise it's really sweet headset. Or I just go back to Logitech, because you know what? This may only be $160, but right now it's working better than your $300 paperweight. So, until next time, thank you.
And hello. So I am back to do a new um, honest review of the wrong thing, the A50 wireless headsets. As you probably saw in the last one, I had a little bit of trouble with it, and I kind of got upset because I had a $300 paperweight. I set in a request or a ticket to have it looked at looked into by Astro to see if there's anything they could do, and I also put a thing on their forums right here about it. As you can see, it has no real replies, but it had people look at it. And the same thing I posted a video about all the stuff I did, the uh, plugging it into the headset here, letting it sit, putting it on the charger, letting it sit, all that stuff. They basically told me to do the exact same thing. Even the hard reboot that can't be done um, if the system it doesn't have any power. Luckily for me, Best Buy has a 14-day return or exchange policy, which means since I had only bought it 2 days prior, I was able to take it in and get it exchanged. Now, something I did notice was the charging platform. So when I put the headset on the charging platform to begin with, these popped up automatically this time with this headset. So it means that there was a problem with the headset's battery hooking up. Um, that it did not allow it to do that. Also on the where is it? There it is. Also on this, the command center, it actually had 10% life to start with. When I put the headset on, at first it showed nothing. So it had that battery or that headset was dead from the get-go. There was no saving it. That being said, I've gone through now. I've had this since last Saturday. I've gone through, actually, let's say Sunday because I let it charge Saturday and I started using it on Sunday. It is now Friday, almost a full week, and I actually quite like it. This headset, the when you are using it for the sound quality is awesome. The microphone's a little mute, but hey, you know what? That's okay. I can deal with the microphone. I can boost it up and change it around and all that stuff. It'll take a little bit of working around. The only thing I still have a problem with is the charging platform. Like the headset, I go to put it on, it doesn't always connect right away. I mean, you think it would, especially since it has magnetic pull into it. You think it would. Every now and then, I do have to fiddle with it to try to get it to fit, and it's okay. I can deal with that. Just like the microphone, I can deal with it. It's okay as long as it's working. Which, as you can see, this is working. $300 for this headset. It's not a whim buy. Like you don't just go, hey, you know what? I have money. I'm gonna buy me a headset. I'll do it. This is something that I would suggest to look into. But make sure that if you buy it from a place that can get returned. Because, like I said, when I would look through their forums last time, there's a lot of places, a lot of times that pops up a power issue, which means to tell me that their battery connection, either A, the batteries themselves, or the battery connection is not as reliable as everything else. Um, yeah, so would I purchase this again? Definitely. It's a really good headset. What the best way to test it out is go to look up 3D sounds. Basically, what they do is they have little microphones on cameras that actually have the shape of your ear, and that's on double sides, so you kind of get the spatial range of the sound. And listen to that with the headset, and it's really awesome. Like you can hear all the way around. Um, the only thing that I would actually still request a change for is on this this command center, like somewhere in here, actually have a hard reboot setting to where you put the headset on the command center and hit reboot, because no matter what, the command center will hook up to it. Even if it's not charging it right away, it will still hook up to it. And you ask for a hard reboot. Other than that, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm liking the headset. I'm liking that it works. I did not like the tech support so much because it told me to do the exact same thing that I had already done and it still didn't work. I got to thank Best Buy for allowing me to return the headset because of the fact that if I couldn't return it, I'd have been out $300 unless I shipped it back to Astro and had Astro shipped it back to me. And that would have took me off of a brand new headset for a while. Other than that, I don't really have much more to say except if you are looking for a good headset, at least the earpieces, mic, as you can tell, you can hear me. But if you're looking for a really good quality headset, it's a good investment, and I do stress investment because you're spending around $300 for it. But I would not buy it from an online source. I would buy it from a box store. The reason why is because hopefully you can return it to said box store and get exchange or refund if it's not your product. I would suggest to make sure that you look into it and try it, um, and then decide whether or not you want to keep it. Me, I'm keeping this. It's gonna be my new main headset. I'll have the Logitech one as a backup because it has a 15-hour battery life, which is great for almost anything you do. 5 hours for a full charge off of a dead battery. Well, not dead. Don't let it ever go dead. At least that's what I'm gonna try to do, is never let it go dead. But about 5 hours for 15 hours of charge, so 3 to 1. Um, Other than that, that's about it for this. This would be my redo of the Astro 50 headset honest review. Um, I will try to splice both of them together so that there is a before and after, uh, and then I will hopefully allow people to see that, well, if you're upset about something, maybe it's not always best to just put it out there. I mean, if you can try to fix it, because actually this is a good quality headset. I quite enjoy it. I don't really have anything else, so until next time, take care.